Hello, and welcome to another edition of Gamer Green. I'm your host, Andrew Rodriguez. Well, today, like I promised you, I'm going to make what I call my ultimate dungeon. My ultimate dungeon, as you can see, will have twists and turns. Maybe a beautiful mosaic, little tiny artworks. But it's going to be very detailed, and it's actually be specified for what I want to show as a dungeon crawl. Now, each week I am going to show you how to make a section of this dungeon. Yes, it's going to be huge, so I'm going to do this quickly. What you need is going to be these following materials. As you can see, this is kind of a hard cardboard. Almost has the texture of wood, and it has very thick. Usually find this material at the back of entertainment centers, but you can find this at any Home Depot. It's kind of like it's like cross between particle board and paper. It's very durable. I only use this to section my dungeons off, so this is so I can actually carry it, and it's easily to carry. See that it won't move. My second material is just going to be a standard piece of white paper. You see, regular copy paper. Copy paper, I'm only using it for textual design and to actually draw and incorporate different things. I'm also going to be using it to map out what I'm going to be doing. I'm also going to add my drawings, and this is really just going to be paper. My next paper is kind of parchment paper. Parchment paper, or commonly known as resume paper. Yes, folks, I have a resume, and I have many sheets of resume papers, and well, I've been sending resumes, and you know. Anyway, but resume paper is very fine, has this nice little textual, and to avoid the watermarks, I usually go away from more. This is if I want to do like more of a darker scene, kind of more if I'm doing like a tavern, or I'm going to build something more of kind of wood, just so I can and put that color without kind of a cheat. Next but not least is what we call drawing paper. Drawing paper is what we call sketch paper, and this is trying to find one that's a little bit more thicker. You could find this at any hardware, like any art store or hardware store that sells like large sheets of paper. Next but not least, hear that? Yes, folks, this is cardstock. Cardstock is used for pretty much everything, from cards, making paper craft, but these are very durable. Some of them have sign up. And last but not least, the back, what we call silverback lining for standard comic books. This is probably the hardest paper you'll use, that is other than the particle board. It's actually good just to hold the structure, reinforcing reinforcing everything so it can actually move accordingly. It's not hard to cut. You're going to need a couple of materials. When you am using, use my trusty pocket knife, and of course my little micro blade. But everything else is pretty good. You see this right here? This is my other blade, and that is a large cutting knife. Last but not least, hot glue. But since you're only working with basic paper, there you go, friends. A regular glue pen. These are awesome. Glue pens are only, they're good for crafts and everything. You used it all the time when you were in school, so might as well use it when you grow up, and it's very cheap. These two sticks, 50 cents, 25 cents each. Very good offer. And last but not least is a Sharpie. I'm using red because you can use black, but I'm only using red because it's photogenic. I'm actually showing you. And black pen for outlining. That's for your personal use, but since this is a episode, I'm always going to be referring to my blue pen. Blue pen is for the blue ink, just so it can be more photogenic to show it to you. And that's it, folks. Just a couple of materials you can use to build the ultimate dungeon for your next dungeon crawl. I'm your host, Andrew Rodriguez, and signing off.